And a fine good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Joe from Feel Like Craps. I do feel like craps this evening. I hope you do too. We're going to start another roll them out. I was in my infinite amount of research that I do to roll out strategies. I found another great Waylon one that I want to give a shot at and see if it works. I'm going to see if I can make it work with $1,000 bankroll to start. The $1,000 might not be enough, but we're going to try it. See how it works. We'll go 5 days, 20 minutes a shooter. And we do have the benefit of a line of credit through Joe Casino. I know the owner, so we're good there. Another thing, I've been made aware that the audio was low. I was using a headset for a while, um, that I had just purchased. Apparently the microphone's too low. I think I have the wireless problem figured out. There was an echo problem with the wireless that I just could not figure out with OBS and everything and the software that I was using to get these videos done. I think I finally figured out the problem. So hopefully this video has no echo and has enough volume that people can actually hear what I'm doing. So hopefully this solves the problem, and let's get rolling this strategy. This is called the 6-8 Yo strategy from Waylon at Waylon's Way Craps. I think it's absolutely wonderful, and we're going to roll it out. It does involve a little bit of an investment, so we're going to have to do 100 on the don't pass, and if you'll excuse me for just a moment, I just realized I need to do something in order to get the stars of our show up here. So bear with me here for just a moment. And the stars of our show, of course, being the dice. And we're going to have to do a little edit on screen here, folks. So if you'll bear with me, beg your indulgence here for just a little bit. We'll get this sorted out, and we'll be ready to go here. Bear with me here for just a quick moment or two. We're going to get them down into the corner here so you can see what's going on. All right, that should do, because we have to have them ready to go here. Of course, they are the stars of the show, even though they may be temperamental at times. But let's get started. We have $100 here, and a $25 6 and 8, and 25 on the yo. That is that's gonna be our continuous deal here throughout. And of course, you see we have $175 now. That's almost $200 one way or the other. So we have 5 shooters, maybe 5 shooters if we're lucky. Hopefully not 5.7 ounce. But let's see what the dice gods say. You got to take a little risk to get a little risk, I suppose. Day 1, roll them out. 6-8 fielder. 6-8 fielder. 6-8 yo strategy from Waylon at Waylon's Way Craps. The dice are out. Here we go. 6-3-9. Our point is 9. The yo gets lost. The one thing. So we gotta wait. Actually, we gotta go back up on it here. Dice are out. Here we go. 4-1-5. So we're gonna roll every number but the number we need to roll. We can't roll a 6 or an 8. So far we've lost 2 yos. We probably should have waited. A point is 9. We think we're gonna wait for a 6 or an 8 here, so that we're not going through all this stuff. There's a 3 craps. That's a winner on the don't. So actually that saved our bacon with those yos. Dice are out. Here we go. 2-1-3 craps. That's a winner. We are working upstairs, by the way. We are working all of our rolls here. Once we get a 6 or an 8, we're going to go back on the yo. There's a 3-2-5 Fever. Or if we get a yo, 6, 8, or a yo. And so far, we haven't rolled a single 6 or a single 8. 5s and 9s all together. There's another 9. Oh my goodness, folks. 6-2-8. All right. That actually, I believe it should have been 50. That's my error. These should be 50. 25 is going to return 28. So a $25 8 will return $28. 29. $29. So 58 would be the $50 bet. So we got to up them to 50 for the future, and that rolled. So we're going to put we're going to put 25 on the yo. Dice are out. Here we go. 5, 4, 9. So the yo goes away. We'll throw it back up. Dice are out. It's a 4 the hard way. We're gonna hold off again until we get a 6, 8, or a yo. Here we go. Dice are out. 5, 3, 8. That'll be a $59 winner. A $58 winner, rather. We'll pay it out the long way for now, and then we'll start changing it out. And 25 goes on the yo. Dice are out. It's a 3 craps. That doesn't help. Dice are out. 4, 2, 6. Where the $58 winner will trade in 2 and get 60. 25 of that will go on the yo. Dice are out. It's a 9, Nina. Here we go. Good shooter here so far. It's too bad he's not rolling the horn number we need him to roll. That needs to go away. We trade in 2 for 60. 25 goes on the yo. Dice are out. It's a 2 craps. Oh my goodness. All right. We'll go back in. Dice are out. That's almost there. 5, 4, 9. That was one dice face away from being a yo. Dice are out. It's a 6 the hard way, so we lose that and we win back 58. Dice are out. It's a 5, 1, 6. All right. There we go. 2 will get you 60. Put it back on the yo. Here they come. Nope, 5, 2, 7. The dice don't like it. But we got 100, and we had 125 there. So we're going to get 100 back, send it back to the rack. And a new shooter is up. Dice are out. 2 craps is a winner. A winner on the DC. The don't pass, rather. We're on the don't here to start. Off on the come out upstairs. 2, 1, 3 craps. Very nice. That's good for our don't pass. We haven't rolled a yo yet. 6, 2, 8. We're on the 8 for the point. Let's get set up. Dice are out. Oh, so close and yet so far away. 6, 4, 10. Big Ben, our best friend. We got a little play here. We can go with the yo. Dice are out. 6, 4, 10. Big Ben back to back. That'll be another $25 loser in the yo. Poor Trey. We lose 25 bucks. Not a single yo rolled yet. All right. Dice are out. Here we go. Speaking of a yo at the wrong time. And the yos usually come back to back. So you know what? Oh, let's do it. Just in case it shows up again. Sure enough, you know how these dice are. That's a loser there, but a $75 winner on the yo. So we're hedged. And you know what? We may as well work this come out. All right. We're working everything. Dice are out. 3 craps. That's a loser, but it's a winner on the don't pass. So we're raking in the don't pass money here on day one of this strategy. 628. It's a point of 8 and a $58 winner. Put the money back on the yo. Take this back to the rack, and here they come. 639 disappears. We'll keep throwing it on there. Dice are out, and it's a yo 11, 6-5 yo. That's going to be $375. Keep the money on the yo. Dice are out. Here they come. Hard 6, so it's a loss there, but a $58 winner upstairs. Trade in 2 and get 60. $25 of it goes there. Dice are out. 538. Trade in 2, get 60. Dice are out. 538. You know what? Trade in another 2. And 25 is there. 50. We're going to take 35 back to the rack. 25 will stay on the yo. Dice are out. 415 is a loser, so I'm gonna have to go back and look. I'm not positive if we wait for a 6 or an 8 or if we just keep feeding the yo. I think we wait for a 6 or an 8 or a yo. A 6 and 8 or a yo will get us back to where we need to be. And an 8 will not help us either. We don't want an 8 at this point either, being on the don't. 516, very good. That is a $58 winner. And 25 goes on the yo. Dice are out. It's a 5, the fever. Take it away, and we'll wait for a 6, 8, or a yo. That's a 4. No good, shooter. Need some inside love and 3 craps. 5, 2, you're all through. 50 and 100. We'll pay that and cancel it out. We'll leave it up for the come out. Actually, yes, that's right. Dice are out. We'll work the come out. We got a little bit of leeway here to accept the loss. So 527 on the come out. And that'll kill everything. And we're going to do this setup here again with the yo and the don't. 3, 2, 5, and that's a 5, so we'll lose the yo. Dice are out. We are looking for, oh, that's a 9. We should have had the 6 and the 8 out here at 50 apiece. Dice are out. Here they come. That's a 6, 2, 8. That's just great. $58 winner, 25 on the yo. Dice are out. 6, 2, 8. We'll trade 2 in and take 35 back to the rack and leave everything where it is. Dice are out. 2, 1, 3. Craps. That's the wrong horn number, shooter. We're waiting for a 6 or an 8. There's an 8. Talked it into existence, folks. 2 will get us 60. 25 on the yo, 35 to the rack, and away they go. Yo 11, 6, 5, yo 11. That'll be $375. Thank you very much. Dice are out. Here they come. 2 craps. No yo. Gonna wait for that 6 or that 8 or that yo again, and then we'll go back to it. There's the 8. We got 2? Yeah, we got 2. Trade in 2, get 60. 25 there, and the yo goes there. Dice are out. Here they come. It's a 9, Nina. Loss on the yo. Waiting again. We're on standby. 5, 2, you're all through, so it just cancels out. Send it right back up. Here they come. 6, 2, 8. Working to come out. That'll be a $58 winner. $25 on the yo. The remainder goes back to the rack, and away they go. 6, 2, 8 point hit. We shouldn't have had anything on there, but it's going to help. It won't hurt because we're going to take a hit on the don't. So the original strategy, if the 8 was the point, we remove the money from the 8. But in this case, I'm kind of glad we kept it there. That's a little bit of a hedge. We're not going to lose as bad on the don't pass with that, with the double part. So 58 back. Thankfully, we rolled craps numbers at the right time. So a lot of this is thanks to craps numbers. We'll put that there. That was an 8, so we'll put money on the yo for the come out. It's a nice hedge for the don't pass in the event of a yo. Dice are out. It's a 4 the hard way. Ballerina roll. No yo. Bye-bye, yo. All right, here we go. 5, 2, you're all through. It just cancels out. We are almost at the 20-minute mark, but I did a little talking at the beginning, so we'll go a couple extra minutes here. Dice are out. Here we go. That is a 10 the hard way. Four, 2, 6. $2 will get us 60. $25 on the yo. The rest goes back to the rack, and away they go. 4 the hard way. Scrap the yo. Here they come. 426. 60 for 2. 25 on the yo. Dice are out. Next shot is a 7 out. So we lose the yo, but we are safe on our other bets. And we'll just put them right back up. Dice are out. We're working. That is a 9. Nina. We're waiting for a 6 or an 8. Our point is 9. That's a 7 out, so it's a cancel. Leave them up and work them. Dice are out. 3 craps is a winner. Pay the don't pass. Here they come. It's an 8. Easy. Working the 8. Gonna be 60 for 2. 25 on the yo. The rest goes back to the rack jack, as Waylon would say. Dice are out. It's a 3 craps. That's the wrong horn number, shooter. We're going to wait for a 6 or an 8 again. Then we're going to get a 5-2. You're all through. So let's cancel. Leave it up and work it. Dice are out. It's a 9. Nina. We're not doing anything till we get a 6, 8, or a yo. Then we're going to buckshot the point. So away with that. And for the record, we got the on marker. We may as well use it. That is. Dice are out. Here they come. It's a 9 again. 3 9s in a row for our shooter. And a 4-2-6. A 2x4 lay some lumber. We're going to get $58 for our lay on our lumber. It's going to go there. 25 in the yo. The rest to the rack, and down the table they go. 4-1-5. No yo. 5-1-6. $2 will get us 60. $25 to the yo and $35 to the rack. Dice are out. And it's not going to be a yo. It's going to be another horn number that's not a yo. Snake eyes. Doesn't help our cause. Dice are out. It's 3-1-4. A 5-3-8. So let's get started again. $58 is the winning. This goes to the rack, and we wait on the next roll. What's it gonna be? A 4-3-7. So we lose the yo. Everything else stays where it is, though. These lose, but the don't is gonna save our bacon. One more shooter, and we'll call it. Dice are out. Here they come. 2-1-3. Craps. That's a winner. We have made a lot of money on come out craps numbers in this session. We have not made the line bettors very happy. That's going to be an 8 easy, and we're, again, working every roll. So this is going to be 60 for 2. 25 on the yo. Boy, does this strategy pile up money. 4-1-5, no yo. Bye-bye. And we're going to wait for the 6 or the 8 to roll again. There's, or the yo. The yo rolled, so we're going to see if we can roll it back to back now. Dice are out. And they're going to roll a hard 8, so they're going to hit the point. And we had money on it. Again, the original strategy, if the point is a 6 or an 8, we remove the money from the 6 or the 8. Quite personally, though, I don't have so much of an objection with getting some of my loss back on the don't. So it's a little bit of a variation. We're gonna win. We're gonna win $58 total. We lost 125 though. So, but it is what it is. Can't win them all. May as well come back with something. And our shooter got the point, so he's still up. Dice are out. That's a 6-1. You're all done, son. So one more of those, and we're going to walk away from the table. Here's $200 back, so we'll forfeit that. There's a 10 the hard way. We have a point. We're looking for the 6 or the 8, though. There's a hard 6 to get us started, so 2 will get us 60. You know the drill now, folks. It's a $58 win, so $2 will get us 60. And that is a, we got the money on the yo. Good, I'm getting this. All right, dice are out. And it's a 4 the hard way, so the yo goes away. And we wait it back out again. 516, not long of a wait. 2 for 60. That's going to go there. Dice are out. And we got an 8. 6-2. Easy 8. We're going to have to pay it out a long way. It's going to be a $58 winner. And let's see here. That goes there. And they're off. Dice are out. 6, 4, 10. That doesn't help our cause with the yo. That's one less dot than we need, shooter. Dice are out. 4, 3, 7. That's going to do it, folks. That's the end of that shooter, and we're very well set on day one. Very, very well set. 4, 5. There's our $1,000. And again, a lot of this, I apologize. I know that I did not play the strategy the way Waylon had it on his channel. There are a couple variations to it in this one. I will stick to it a little better in future videos, so my apologies for that. This is not the way he played the strategy on his channel. Thankfully, we were blessed with come out craps numbers in this session, so it really saved our bacon quite a bit. Here's our $1,000, and here is 1,000. Just no, not quite. We gotta trade. We gotta trade some chips in here, and we'll be to 1,000 easy there. And there's 400. So, geez, it's still raked in the money, even with the minor little variation here. Future rollouts again, though, I will try to stick to it a little better here. This is a black chip, so we'll get that there. And we hit the yo a couple times too when we needed to, so that definitely helped the profit margins. So we're going to do 75 there. That and this, that's 1,500. Jesus. How about that? Let's get some purple chips. Just 1 second here. Joe Casino needs to go into the reserve stash. They got to go in the go into the back room and get the higher denomination chips. Because we'll color all these guys up. These guys can go back. Actually, you know what? Here's 1, 2, 3. We'll put our $1,000 bankroll back where it belongs for the next video. And we got $1,589. Thanks to a 6-8 yo strategy, and which I know I did not play right initially. I think we finally got it as we got going. But initially, I know there were a couple of blunders, a couple times that we should have put the yo out when we didn't, and a couple of times when we had points up here that were 6 or 8s, and we should have removed the bet underneath, even though, to be honest with you, I don't mind the hedge. I don't mind the hedge, especially if I hit the point. And, you know, that being said, either way, I mean, I'm fine either way with that because, I mean, if I hit the point, I lose that and I lose the yo. I lose, I lose a 125, but I'm getting something back with that place bet. So, it's not the way he played it though. So I will stick to that for future videos. Enough of that being said, we're at just about the half-hour mark here. Day 1 of the roll them out for the 6-8 yo from strategy from Waylon at Waylon's Way Craps was a smashing success. Will that trend continue? We shall find out tomorrow during day 2, folks. Joe from Feel Like Craps here. I always feel like craps. I hope you do as well. Until the next time we meet, remember, whenever we go to the casino, we should never bet with money that we cannot afford to lose. Be well, stay safe, and I hope every trip to that casino sees those dice gods being forever and always in your favor.